Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, August 29th. A gloomy, kind of breezy, we'll say unsettled day here in central Wisconsin. We are in the crosshairs for some pretty severe weather. Hail, high winds, thunderstorms, maybe some tornadoes tonight. So, got that kind of uneasy feeling. So, before that kicks in, and I've got a bunch of stuff to do outside, we're going to do a quick little garden tour and see what has changed in the last week and a half. These are my onions for this year. Pulled them last week, so they've been sitting out actually in the greenhouse on a piece of metal roofing. Gives them a little bit of airflow. I do take them out if it's not going to rain, so they get more airflow and all that, but getting them dried out and ready for some processing and cooking in the next couple of months. Tomatoes in the greenhouse, especially those that are tied up, are definitely at the end of their life, I think. But starting to change colors, so that should be good. I would guess in the next probably week or so, most of these will come off the vine and start cleaning out the greenhouse for fall. Greenhouse peppers are starting to turn, so that's very exciting. I think almost every variety I planted this year has done something. There's certainly some that didn't turn out as well, but overall I'm pretty excited. We'll should be at least be able to try a couple of every variety, so that'll be kind of cool. Basil has done pretty good considering that it hasn't been terribly hot this summer. Tomatillos are doing fantastic. Still not exactly sure how I'm going to harvest all these. I may have to just pull the plants and pull them off that way, because these are all self-seeded, so I don't even have a place that I can actually access them. Another round of beans has come up. These took a little while to get started. They didn't germinate for almost 2 weeks, but now that they're doing, they're looking pretty good. Starting to get some tassels on the corn. Exciting. I don't know if we'll have a long enough season for this to do a whole lot, but hopefully we'll get something out of it. If not, it'll be good for the rabbits and the ducks. My later planted cabbage is finally starting to head. I think this will be one of those that does pretty well with the cooler weather and the weird weather we've had this summer. I'm actually getting some heading on these. I've never gotten these to head, and these are actually the last ones I planted. So, looking pretty good. Excited to see how that turns out. Having mixed success with the leeks this year. These were put in a lot later. The ones that I planted earlier did okay, and then they kind of got taken over by grass. I think they'll be fine. I planted a huge quantity of them, so plenty for what we need, but not as thick of stalks as I thought we might have. Another round of kale has grown up. I will harvest this probably in the next couple of weeks. These are definitely smaller than what I had the first round, but still nice looking. I think I got about a dozen quart bags frozen from the first round. I'll probably get about half that this time. And I do have another 30 or 40 plants to put in the ground this weekend. More tomatillos that reseeded themselves. It's actually interesting. These plants are growing a lot lower, and the ones on the other side are growing much more tall. So, not sure if that's normal or what they're doing, but kind of cool to see the differences. Squash and zucchini plants are definitely done. Still getting a little bit off of them. I'm going to pull these this week, plant another round of some short season, some 50, 60 day stuff, and see if I can't get some more. Even if they're smaller fruits in the fall, I think that would be a nice treat. As the weather cools down, to still have some fresh zucchini and squash from the garden. You saw my video from way back in the spring when I planted strawberry plants. These are them. I did thin these down so they're about a half dozen little, I guess, individual plants per little clump. But getting some blossoms. I don't know that these will produce fruit this year, probably not. But if they do, that would be cool, and if not, they'll be ready for next year. Cooler weather has definitely been good for the Brussels sprouts and the chard. Got the bugs under control, the diatomaceous earth to get rid of that. And now we're just waiting to see if we get any. These are all Brussels sprouts. I'm not seeing a whole lot, but we might get lucky. Definitely starting, but will they have enough time this season to do much? Time will tell. Eggplants look outstanding. Not only the fruit, but also the plants. Really pleased. Took a while to get started, but now that they're started, they're definitely doing their thing. And still producing, despite the cooler weather. So, excited to have these. We've had a number of them so far, and they have been absolutely delicious. Last but certainly not least is the peppers. I was a little bit worried about these, but they are coming through, I think. I don't know that I'll have the quantity necessarily, and certainly not the size, but what I am getting has been delicious. I haven't had a whole lot in the way of bug issues, so hopefully that will continue. As I said in a previous video, I'm definitely going to do more in the way of protecting these next year. Probably some type of hoop house just so that they get the heat all season, and hopefully that will help with fruit production and just the speed at which they put on fruit. But some really nice looking bell peppers. I have never gotten bell peppers that were more than maybe 2 inches across, and these are about 3, so really excited about that, and not a whole lot of bug issues, so that's also been nice to not have to worry about that. So anyway, I think that's it for this week. Not a whole lot going on. Again, weather's been kind of crazy, but hopefully we can do a little bit of fall gardening. I have planted a bunch of stuff. I showed that in a previous video. So now a matter of cleaning out some of the stuff that's clearly done with its cycle and plant some other stuff for the fall and see what that does. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.